In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get 50 plus engagement ring sales for your jewelry business using Facebook ads, pretty much guaranteed. We've done this multiple times over, so I'm confident that this is going to be the answer that you've been seeking. If you've been burned in the past by an agency or freelancer for Facebook ads, this is going to break down the step-by-step exactly how you can do this. You don't even need to hire us. You can just send this video to your marketing guy and they will be able to implement it, okay? So first of all, I just want to jump in. Most likely, I mean, I hope so, right? If I'm doing my job properly, you are a jewelry store owner, correct? Right? And you're wondering, how can I get more appointments? Most likely, you've been in the business for 20, 30 years and you've been relying on word of mouth and referrals. And up to a certain point, that's been good to you. But at some point, business started to decline. I mean, we are in 2026 after all, and you felt the crunch. Then comes along, most likely, someone very young comes to you and says, Mister, I can run your Facebook ads. I know technology. I know exactly what needs to be done, and I want to scale your business, right? And you trusted this person because you know that being an innovator usually pays off. But in this case, a different story took place, right? But at the beginning, there was hope. You started getting leads, phone calls, appointments. But when it came time to actually meet with the lead, they either didn't show up or they were broke. So the appointments were just not good, okay? They were either not financially qualified or they just didn't show up to their appointment, okay? And that left you back at square one, feeling discouraged. And unfortunately, you've been burned. So now, I just want to say, this is not your fault, okay? This story is not your fault. This is a story that I hear time and time again on a weekly basis when I'm speaking to jewelry store owners. And it's just, unfortunately, the marketing industry as a whole, okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what is the right way to do this that can get you the results that you were promised. Now, I want to preface this video by saying that I cannot help everyone. So I need you to stop watching if this is you, okay? You've given up on social media. You don't believe in it anymore. You think it's a hoax. You think it's a ripoff. You don't want to pay Mark Zuckerberg anymore, right? If you've just given up and all you want to do is operate off of referrals and continue the way you're going, this is not for you, okay? And on the flip side, if you're of the mindset that you're going to sell engagement rings that are priced anywhere between $3,000 and $8,000, and your mindset is, let's try this with $100, this is not for you, okay? We're trying to make hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month here, not try to penny pinch and, try to like Groupon our way out into success, okay? So first of all, who am I and why should you care? My name's Antonio. That's me and my girlfriend. My girlfriend just graduated architecture school today, so it's a special day. I've been running my business for the last 7 years, okay? You can check out my website, hosky.ca. If you put it in Google, you'll find a bunch of reviews speaking about my work ethic and the results that I've done. And in 2025, I spent $12 million on ads, okay? $12 million. My clients gave me $12 million and said, Antonio, please grow my business. And here are some recent claim to fames. Global Diamond Montreal has been my client for over 3 years. We've become very, very good friends, and we've more than doubled his revenue since working together. Olive has been with us for 1 year. We're about to have our 1 year anniversary. And last year, we added $1.4 million in sales for them. Okay. Or we have Dan from Estate Jewelry, who, again, we've become very close. He came with us 6 months ago. He was making no money online, and he recently hit $35,000 a month in sales. Okay. So clients that are very, very happy, that are in the jewelry space, and I've done this in a multitude of niches, not just jewelry. So I understand the game. I understand marketing as a whole. And the system that I'm about to show you is actually very, very simple. I didn't give it a fancy name. I didn't call it the Facebook Max 3000. Okay. It's just called good marketing. Okay. This is just the basic. Now, it all starts with the ad. Okay. The ad, and I want to be specific. It has to be a video ad. Okay. And I'm going to show you exactly what a good video ad looks like so that you can replicate it yourself. But this is the foundation of everything. This is what is hooking the audience, what is making people know you, like you, and trust you, and are going to push them to book the appointment. Then they click the ad. They have to land somewhere. So that is the landing page. I'm going to show you exactly a successful landing page, what that looks like, what the structure is. And then I'm going to show you how we handle the lead. So we have a call center, we have a script. I'm going to show you exactly how that looks like and what it takes to actually get the appointment to show up. And then I'm going to show you some results and we're going to do some math to see like, hey, does this work financially for everyone? Does it work for you? And if you like it, you can implement it. Sounds good? So let's start with the actual winning Facebook ad. So this is, again, Global Diamond Montreal. Love this man. We are very good friends. So this is an example of one of his winning Facebook ads. It's divided into 3 parts, okay? The copy at the top, the camera here, like what we're showing on screen, and what is the text at the bottom. Now, I want to be clear. The copy at the top needs to be calling out the season, okay? And advertising, like ads need to feel almost serendipitous. They need to feel almost like a calling from the universe. Therefore, you need to tie it into a season in the year. So in this case, we're calling out Valentine's, right? We're tying in Valentine's and we have Dr. Diamond with the Valentine's theme, right? And he's in front of camera and he's rehearsing a script that we have given him, right? That is basically just saying, hey, are you looking to propose? Are you looking to give a gift to your significant other? I've got the perfect thing for you. Let me show you what I have, okay? This is just in so many words. Now, if you just do something basic like that, you will get results. If you want to go top tier and really dive deep into the script, that's something that we would do together, but it's not necessary to see success, okay? And at the bottom, we have our amazing offer. So every 3 months, Doctor and I sit down and we just revamp the offer. We look deeper into like what people are buying, what people are interested in, what does the market want, and we always tailor a new offer for that quarter. So it's very important that you have that kind of cadence with your marketing team. Now, let me show you where they land. Okay, this is what I call a winning landing page. Now, the winning landing page has 4 very important components. The first one is the headline. The headline is so important because it calls out the emotion. Looking to propose to that special someone. It allows the user to visualize what they're going to get. All right. I'm portraying the outcome. I'm proposing to that special someone. Right. And then I'm addressing some of their biggest concerns. So a lot of jewelers, they don't really understand their customer. They don't understand what motivates them. And I want to be clear. I don't know if you've noticed, but we are not selling the engagement ring here. We are selling the appointment. Find that perfect ring within your budget. So it's not find the cheapest ring. It's not find the most expensive ring. It's find something that works for you. No pressure. People that are buying engagement rings, they have a lot of options. They are overwhelmed, right? So they need personalized guidance. And this is what we found worked for this particular jewelry store, right? Everyone is different. Everyone has a different brand. And, if you're like a little more young or you have a different demographic or a different energy, your offer and your messaging needs to be tailored to you because that's how it works. The second thing is the form. Okay, this is more technical. We have some stuff on the back end that I'm not going to dive into because it's going to be useless at this stage, right? You're just trying to get up and running, but the form needs to be robust. It can't just be name, phone, email. We got to understand what is the motivation, what do people want. It needs to almost feel like an experience, right? It's almost like an astrology quiz. People are giving some information about themselves, about their significant other. It needs to be fun, right? So we need to design the quiz to be fun. And then obviously we want to know why should people listen to you, right? Showcase your expertise. And then we also want to understand what to expect and how it's going to work. So these are very, very important, okay? Now, what does that actually translate to? It translates into what I call appointment requests, right? So here we have Daisy, and here I want to be clear. I want to show you the worst case scenario. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to exaggerate anything. We understand what is the style that she wants, what kind of cut does she want, what is the color of the diamond or what color of the metal, and then we have the budget. We see that here we show under $2,500. Now, is this a bad lead? Is this a good lead? Now, let me ask you something. If you were a buyer, would you say that you had a $10,000 budget in the form? I mean, I wouldn't, because I would think that the person with that information would take advantage of me. So I'm always trying to downplay it. So our job is to call this lead and understand, okay, is their budget 2K, 1K, 3.5K, right? And understand where that is. So That's very, very important. So we understand the desire and then the budget. And then we have other ones that will say 2,500 to 5K. And then we have the 5K plus, right? And this is going to basically translate into the appointment. So this is not an actual booking. This is just a request to get an appointment. Now, it's very important what happens after, right? Because once you get the appointment, that doesn't mean you make money. Now, you have two options. You can either call them yourself, which is very tedious. You're going to basically become a salesperson on the phone. Or in the case of us, you can use, our center, right, where we have this dialed in to a T. It's a personalized booking process with a personalized script where we basically call the lead as soon as they come in. We have a conversation with them. We qualify them to see if they actually have money, and we offer them a better experience over the phone. And I just want to show you what Dr. Diamond had to say about the experience. Oh, come on.
Forgive me, I forgot the name of the guy that doing the appointment. What's his name?
Trevor.
Doing an amazing job. I'm telling you, I'm getting people. Trevor promised me he is really on the top of things. And I love what all of you guys doing, but really he's doing an amazing job. I don't see it
So there you go. It's from the horse's mouth. He's doing an amazing job. Customers are coming in. They're referring to him and saying, hey, he called me. We had a great conversation. So this is so important because they get to basically to the store and they're already ready to buy. And what did this look like in practice? Okay, this is a message, for example, that our center sent to the customer. Hey, Dr. Diamond, there's a customer coming in on Saturday at 4 p.m. Her name is Maude. She didn't note this on her form, but she was thinking of white gold, though she's open to other option. She's also considering 2 to 3 carat diamond weight. If you have any links to share, I'm always happy to pass them along. Okay, if not, we're all set for it. So again, this is where you can get some efficiency. Not only are the customers getting a better experience, but you're also saving your own time so that you can focus on the closing. Now, what do these results actually look like and cost, right? It all comes down to the money. So these are some metrics that I've seen, again, being in this business for 7 years. The cost of advertising, let's say it's $1,000, okay? This is what you're spending, let's say every month or every week or every day, whatever. Then you have the cost per appointment request, that first one, right? How much does it cost to get someone to fill the form? That usually will cost anywhere from $50 to $150. But then you have to ask yourself, okay, let's say I have 10 people that request. Not everyone is going to turn into a booking. So let's say 70% of people will book, right? We have to understand what is our cost per booking. Usually that's going to be anywhere from $250 to $350, sometimes a little bit more, right? And then with our call center and the amazing experience that we're going to give them, the show up rate is pretty high. It's usually 70% plus that will come into the store. And then obviously if you're a killer like Dr. Diamond and if you've been in the business for a long time, your close rate is most likely going to be anywhere from 80 to 90%, right? So the way I see it is, if you don't want to spend $500 to make 5K, right? Like if someone were to offer me that deal, right? They're like, hey, and this is not, there's no guarantees in life, right? But let's say like you will spend, right? You will spend like $500, right? And then like make 5K, would you take that deal? Because if your mindset is, if I spend $500 and I make 10 times that money, I will spend 50,000, then this system is going to crush for you. You're going to love it. Absolutely. Now, if you're of the opinion that $500 is way too much, I want to sell rings for $100, $50 each. It's important to be realistic at the end of the day, right? Advertising is not magic. It's a game of math. So my job is to do the best advertising for you, but it's also to help you understand the mathematics behind it so that you can spend confidently into the marketing of your business, right? And here are just some other results that we've gotten through, like Google, Facebook, email marketing. This is one of the customers that has been with us, again, like I said, like since 2022. We've generated over $10 million for them, okay? Like that's $10 million. Here's another one for Google, right? This was just like January to October 2025 last year. We spent 50K, we made almost 900,000, right? Almost $1 million. The results are there and the reviews are there, right? We have Yvonne that said an exceptionally professional, results-driven team. We have Dan, their attention to detail in implementing the strategy has been impressive. I got Park Road. I've been working with Antonio and Hosky team since August and they are on top of everything. The track record's there. These are not old case studies, and we know what we're doing. So let's say you don't have a marketing guy that you can send this to, right? And you want to work with us. Let me just tell you a little bit about how that works. Let's say you fill the form, right? You click this link, you go on the website, you like what you see, you fill the form. Trevor is actually going to call you. Okay, you can talk to him. You can say, "Hey, Trevor, what's up? Tell me about the work you're doing with the jewelries." He'll honestly tell you. Okay, and then if Trevor feels that you're serious, he's going to book you in, and I will show up to the call. I always like to speak with the leads, with you guys, like one-on-one on the first call, because truthfully, it takes a certain type of mindset to make like $10 million, for example, right? So I just want to make sure that we're aligned. And then onboarding is 14 days if you do decide to move forward. There's no obligation, obviously. And then you'll see the first sale within 30 days. Now, you may think, first sale is like it's a little bit small, right? But you have to understand that 30 days is really about understanding what the problems are and then starting to fix them, right? And then for me, my goal is for you to break even on the first 30, 60 days so that we get to the point of optimization and scaling. Okay, so this is just the natural progression. There's no like get launched in 3 days and make $1 million, right? This is just good old marketing done right. Right. So if this looks and sounds like something you would be interested in, click the link now and let's scale your jewelry business.